empathy is dead. Empathy, in my opinion, is dead. We are living in a society that glorifies asinine behavior. Charlie Kirk, and I want you to get this in your brain. I do not support his rhetoric. I do not support his rhetoric. I do not support his rhetoric. After that man said, yes, if my 10-year-old daughter gets raped, I'm going to want her to keep that child. I do not support that man's rhetoric. But when that man died, guess what I was not doing? I was not going to his wife's comments and saying, RIP, rest in hell. Oh my God, I'm so sad. And then fill her comments with memes and just making fun of the situation, laughing at the situation. Well, he supported the Second Amendment, so he is where he is. Insane. Look, a man has molested me as a child. I talked about it before. And I don't know if this man has kids, and I don't know where he's at, and I could care less. But let's say that man has kids. I'm not gonna go up to that man and be like, I hope your kids get touched the same way you touched me. I have an A1 detached game and I've worked on it for years. But I am not, if you are hateful and mean and psychotic to me, I could care less about your existence. And I'm not celebrating that you're passing away. But the fact that there were memes and celebrations and literally mockery is insane to me. What's that girl that's annoying? Pearl. When she tweeted, and I quote, 16-year-olds are more good looking than 25-year-olds. All right, pedophile. If she gets, God forbid, hurt, somebody goes up to her face and punches her, I'm not gonna be like, yeah. Bonnie Boo the other day got punched. I'm not like, yeah. I could care less. I could detach, let go. Like, I'm neutral when it comes to certain things. I'm not celebrating when something bad happens to you. I am not paying evil back with evil. It's just not my vibe. It's not my energy. Toning down a little bit to Bad Baby, Daniela did several interviews where she was saying, well, this man, her ex, and I hope it's her ex, I hope she doesn't go back. That girl needs some serious prayers. And I get that she is not the best or greatest person out there, but I'm not kicking her down when she's already down. When you have to go and defend a man who beats you up and say, well, I've been in abusive relationships before and he hasn't beaten me the way that others have. And people are just laughing and mocking it and being like, that could never be me. You're a loser. You're weird. Just shitting on her and just pulling her down. She's already down, but people kicking her down. Again, I've said it before. You could be my worst enemy. And I'm not wishing bad for you. People have done some really effed up shit to me, to my mom, to my family in general. And I'm not sitting there plotting. God be with you. I'm not paying evil back with evil. It's just not in my nature. I was a very angry individual. Now my nature has changed, but I'm not doing that to myself. I hate who I am when I'm angry, and you're not getting that side out of me. I'm sorry, not sorry. But back again to it. Her sitting down there and her having to fight other people saying like, why do you put yourself in this situation? And she's just being like, well, I'm not leaving him. My heart broke for her. Again, I get that she's not the best person, but you could be my enemy, and if you feel like the way that you should be loved and you should be cared about and you should be honored is getting your ass beat on a daily, I would feel bad for you. That's just the way my mind works. I feel like we are living in a time and era where we are so desensitized. Like, we're so quick to comment like we're the second coming of Christ. Another person, Brianna, I spoke about the situation briefly. Her ex almost unalived her. I do not know if she's back together with him. He took a picture and it's with him and her and it's circulating. And I just saw it. And in the comments are just like, well, if he kills you, I don't want to hear it. If he beats you up again, I don't want to hear it. And I'm just like, wow, that's insane. That's insane. Breaking news just in. Some people do not have friends, family, and that could be because of them, or that could be because that's the cards that they have been dealt with. Social media does not bring us together. If anything, it pulls us apart. And sometimes we go online and press record for validation to say, hey, I'm alone. Could you make me feel less alone? Even if it lasts for like all of 2 seconds, a lot of people crave that because they've always been alone. Again, the internet's not the best place to vent, to put your thoughts, your ideas out. But when you feel alone and you do it, you do it. 9 times out of 10, you're getting hate. You're getting hate. But if you could find that one comment that makes your day, some people risk it. And she came online and she cried about it, and she may or may not be back together with him. I do not know. But shaming her, kicking her down when she's already down, I don't get it. Like, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. But if you feel like you should be loved in a very abusive and hostile way, I'm not judging. I'm trying to understand. Maybe empathy is severely dead, or maybe I'm just stupid. Now back to hypersexuality, because I don't know why that just came in my mind, but I will never let myself become desensitized to seeing little girls half naked. Because what do you mean you would buy your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old daughter pum pum shorts, thong shorts, where your ass cheeks out? I get that they're gross ass men. Do not be hypersensitive. Not all men, I know that. But some men will sexualize the shit out of women regardless. Babies have been raped. Animals have been raped. It doesn't matter how you dressed. If a man wants to take what he thinks is his, he'll take it. My thing is you sexualizing yourself. I've seen birthday photo shoots with women in all fours, with them showing the print of not these lips, but that lip. Why? Your body is sacred. It's supposed to be loved, adored, cared for. I don't want to sit down here and program my mind to watch women sexualize the shit out of themselves. And if you feel like you showing off your titties and you being naked is empowering for you, this is mine, I'll take it. But it's just we're living in a very weird era where we want natural bodies, yet the minute we see one, we're disgusted, and we sexualize the shit out of children. Again, like I've seen such an influx, and these are not OF girlies. These are girls working 9 to 5 that are still in high school. Some might still even be in middle school, cut in school and go taking like half naked pictures in the park. In the park. We're out here shitting on people, on victims who put themselves in very shitty situations. We're out here like glorifying women who sexualize the shit out of themselves. We're out here glorifying weird ass night behavior. Nicki Minaj is 42 years old. I get that her and Cardi B are not on the best of terms. I get they do not like each other. I 110% get it. But her saying that she will kick a 7-year-old's gum in, her calling a 7-year-old ugly, a monkey, talking about her hairline. Cardi B said, oh, go worry about your son's birthday. Nicki Minaj could have said, let's not talk about kids. Could have brought up Cardi B's upbringing, but then her just attacking a 7-year-old child, culture vulture, and women are just like, well, Cardi B brought up kids first. I like celebrating this behavior. Like, what time are we living in? You know, we're celebrating the death of a conservative. I get that we do not support this man. I do not support this man. We're celebrating a woman saying that she'll kick a 7-year-old's teeth in. We are so desensitized to the way like some women sexualizes themselves. Again, if you feel like you don't, mine. But I may be projecting that part, but I've sexualized myself before. I'm learning to be comfortable in my skin. I just don't understand what is up with this. It's not even this generation. Society as a whole sucks in general, but as we evolve, it's getting worse. What happened to the love? What happened to being kind? What happened to being giving? What happened to not feeding into situations that don't benefit us? What happened to walking away? What happened to being empathetic? What happened to those things? We are in a time and era, again, I keep saying it, but we are celebrating the sexualizations of little children, of women in general. We are victim shaming left and right, and we are hyping up weird ass disgusting behavior. I love Nicki Minaj, 100% feel like she's talented, but the love I have for her is fading on a daily, with her just feeling like it's okay to be mean and idiotic and psychotic and weird to a child. That child I'm very protective when it comes to children. I just feel like that's so weird to me. That's so weird to me that you're comfortable talking about kicking a 7-year-old in the face. That being said, those are just my thoughts, my opinions, and I went on a little rant. Thank you for being here and listening. I'll see you for the next one. I love you always. I care about you always. And I just want the best for us. And I just hope that you don't feed into things that do not benefit you. And you do not celebrate the downfall of other people, because you could never know. That could be you. You could, as much as you could go up, you could go down. Do unto others what you want done to yourself. That's just how I am. I'll see you for the next time. Bye.